Welcome to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Thanks so much for listening. We've really appreciated it. I can talk. If you please would engage with us on social media. If you feel like supporting us, you can go to our coffee page and give a donation. So hopefully you're enjoying what you're hearing. But as always, we're going to start off with introducing ourselves. My name's Devin, the Dungeon Master.
I'm Ryan. I am playing Alton, the Tiefling Warlock.
I'm Brad. I'm playing Arden, the Wizard.
I'm Will. I'll be playing Tristan, the Rogue.
I'm Ben. I'm playing Raina, the Ranger.
I'm Sarah. I'll be playing Asar, the Fire Genasi, and I'll be subbing for Kaiji, the Tabaxi Pirate.
Oh, yeah. And since Hale and Austin aren't here, it's also subbing in for... This is Brad, by the way. Subbing in for Sharu.
Excellent. Yes. So Kayla and Austin are away this week, so we are having some caricatures of them this week. It's going to be fantastic.
I'm Sharu, and I like to read and write journals. And
That's perfect. And plus sand.
and I love sand, especially magic sand.
It gets everywhere. So we're picking up from last week where the party has escaped the Zumaji mine and are now back on the Zumaji road, determining which direction they're going to go. They still have some things that they are needing to accomplish. Vatha is still missing from Rainer's experiences, and they may be going to look for her. So we're picking up after the around the end of the long rest. And Rainer and Asar were on last watch, and we are going to pick up there.
Yeah, so Raina, while he's on his watch, he kind of pulls out a small case, just, kind of make sure no one's around, and you got a nice, though worn at this point, sort of scroll case with gems embedded on top of it. And he opens it up, and there's a small little book in there. And then beneath that, there's another bit of papers and such. And he pulls out, and he starts kind of just writing down some notes, just a bit of his own personal journal that he has been trying to keep. And he is just kind of off, keeping an eye on things, but also jotting down a few things, a few memories of those he has recently come across. It's just interesting to him, something that he feels like he might want to remember later.
Asar is going to look over and, just put her hair behind her ear. Well, what are you writing?
Sorry, I forgot I wasn't alone on this watch.
I've been here the whole time.
Well, you're very good at being on watch in the night because I didn't hear you at all.
I was
Excellent
sitting
job.
right next to you.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of lost in my thoughts a little bit. It's been an interesting several days.
I was really counting on you to be the one on point. I'm not very good at the watch thing.
Oh, don't worry, I've, got my ears open. They're more important than my eyes when it's this dark anyway.
What are you writing?
Oh, yes. So I'm just, we've had a bit of experiences the last few days. Haven't had really a moment to sit down and scribble my thoughts. I've got just, a little journal here. Kind of keep notes. I've kind of kept it since I was a kid. Got a little notes from fighting, little monsters when I was, killing little spiders as a kid to when I was killing scorpions a couple days ago. So, it's just when I find something interesting. I used to have a lot more, but, there's not really a lot of that left.
what is the most interesting monster that you have in your journal?
I would say those creatures that we met in the cave where I found you. Just fiendish little beasts. It's not something that you come across very often in these lands, and though I'd had a little bit of knowledge on how to deal with their type, it was my first experience, so it was a good thing. I felt it was a good thing to write down about that and make sure I had that knowledge stowed away for later.
Those types. What type of monster was it?
Oh, fiends, devils, evil little beasties and the like.
You see Upsar, perk up just a little bit, and she kind of scoots over just a tad closer.
I kind of, accept it, but I'll lean a little bit away. Okay?
I'm actually fascinated by the demonic. Where would you go if you wanted to find ways to kill them very effectively?
Where would you go if you wanted to find ways to kill them?
Yeah, how did you learn how to vanquish the monsters?
Oh, it was a bit of a family business, per se. There used to be a lot more information, but all I've got left is this older little journal here that kind of passed down a little bit from my father and his father and so forth. I don't have a lot of that information left. For all I know, it's been destroyed. But, so I try and keep a journal as much as I can.
Interesting. Is your family well versed in hunting monsters? Do you know of the Latigo family?
Yes, I know of the Latigo family, coincidentally. Yes, very, very close.
You were close to them.
Very close to the Latigo family.
Oh, such a tragedy what happened to them in the church. I could have very much used their knowledge. If only I could have randomly found a living Latigo, that would have made my journey so much easier.
Yeah.
Trying to find out more about demons. But, so, how were you cousins to the family?
It's kind of sad thing. Okay, back up just a second. Sorry, I was getting lost in the thoughts and, watching my
Watch, yes.
family
Do I see anything?
And,
There's someone standing 2 feet in front of you ready to strike.
Not again.
so,
Wait, keep going. I want to know. Intruders, just I want to know what's going on.
you knew the Latigos. How of the Latigos? How is this?
I'm from Taz Puma Wan Zima Jiba.
We shouldn't change the name of your city. It's so bad. So hard to admit.
I am from the Chandelier
Rolls off
City.
the tongue.
I am from the Chandelier City.
Really rolls off the tongue, that one. When I was younger, they tried to teach us to say it in 3 different languages of the land. It was, and trust me, that one was the easiest.
It's a bit of a mouthful. But, yeah, no. Actually, if we really want to be honest with one another, earlier today, we were talking to Mr. Tristan and Miss Kaiji, and it was clear to me that they had more to say than they actually said. And, I'm tired of just this whole situation. We have each other's lives in our hands, yet we don't trust each other enough to even say where we're from. So, if you want to be honest with me, I can be honest with you. I can go first. I'm not ashamed of who I am. It's just, a bit dangerous in the wrong hands.
Yes, I actually understand probably better than anyone exactly what you're talking about. Except for Alton, he seems to hold a lot of weird secrets. But that's besides the point.
She was just like, journal.
Assad's going to look around. Is there anyone else awake?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Well, investigation. Let's do investigation.
13.
13. So looking around, you don't see any of your party members awake at all. And as you look out around you, nothing else that you can pick up.
Raina, and Assad sighs a little bit. I am not a cleric.
You don't say.
I'm not a cleric. I'm a sorcerer. A sorceress? But it gets worse than that because my powers do not come from any dragon family member or wild magic. I was gifted my powers from the gods. And so if you know about the Latigo
You're part of
family-
the Chamaskar, aren't you?
Wow. Yes, I am. How do you know how much do you know of the city, the most recent events?
I'm a Latigo.
Ooh.
Wow. I was hoping to find you, actually.
Okay, don't. That's probably I.
How are you even survived? I thought they all were wiped out.
Oh, it was absolutely horrible. Watching my family members die one by one as we crossed the desert and escaped. But I am alive, and I've tried to put that behind me because I get way too drunk if I think about it.
It actually explains your behaviors a lot. I'm so sorry what happened to your family. My country should have protected yours.
Yes, they should have. I know they tried. The walls, for example, I know they helped us build the walls, but that's about. I didn't have much contact with them in my youth, but I did hear things here and there. But yeah, so let's try and keep this a little on the down low. I didn't realize that there were so many people in this group that were essentially wanted dead.
Yes, I can clearly understand why you, as a Latigo, would need to keep it down low from the church. If they find out who you are, you're very much dead.
I was just call this group Dead Men Walking or something, I don't know.
Yeah, and as a divine soul sorcerer, I'm in the same boat. If they find out who I am, I'm also dead.
Oh, especially if the church finds out who you are. They don't like, random wizards and other magical folk just running around and casting spells.
So I'm a little bit more than just related to the Chamaskar family. Just a bit.
Just a bit. How much is a bit?
I am Her Royal Highness Asa Chamaskar, Crown Princess of Taz Puma Sima Jiba, Duchess of Wingo, and the Just Heart of the Coast.
I'm going to die.
Please help me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
We're all asleep, right? Oh, dude.
I have no idea what any of that
I'm
means.
going
anyways.
to-
I mean, I know. I don't either, but
If your father finds me, I'm so going to die.
If my father finds me, I'm so going to die.
Good point. So
But this is why we needed I need knowledge on demons. You know what? I'm not sure how much we want to discuss here right now. Aren't we supposed to be watching for baddies?
yes.
Can I look out? Do I see anything?
Make a perception check. And if you're
15.
okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna,
if you're making one, go ahead and do so with advantage.
oh, thank God.
Guidance.
Okay, I didn't need the guidance there. That was that would have been a 20.
So as you're looking out, you don't see anything in particular. You see just the desert. There's a couple cacti around. You see a raven kind of fly in and rest on a cactus, look out at you, look out around the desert. Besides that, nothing too crazy.
Well, luckily it seems to be all quiet. Yeah, let's try and keep most of this on the down low.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how much to share with the rest of the party. I'm so glad that I chose you out of everyone.
I'm just
What a
shocked
coincidence.
of the coincidences that led us together, because what are the odds? I'm glad I saved you in that cave, I'll tell you that much.
I'm very glad you rescued me. There are people that are relying on me to gather information about demons. My brother and his fiancée.
So, I mean, I've got the knowledge that I do. My family had so much more. I don't even know how much is left. If they destroyed it all when they went through, we kind of got out in a hurry.
Well, while we are adventuring, we can gather as much information as possible and come up with some sort of game plan. There's a specific demon that when I gain enough power, as you can see, I'm quite weak. And Assad's going to turn and just say, right, strike, eat, and punch Reyna in the shoulder as hard as she can.
Okay.
You suck.
Right? How am I supposed to defeat a legendary creature when I can't even inflict a bruise on a human?
Well, you could turn his bed into ice.
Actually, I tried to do it the other day and I don't remember how to do that spell.
I have not figured you out yet.
I don't know what I'm doing either.
Just keep at it. You might remember someday. Maybe get Arden to show you again. Yes, there might... Well, we'll probably come across more demons. They seem to come in my direction. Mental or otherwise.
Is your family cursed?
It's possible. I have no idea. I was, just taught to fight them.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you start to hear the others stirring, awake. And who wakes up first?
I think I had to watch in the middle of the night, so I'm probably still sleeping a bit more.
I guess I would wake up at first because I was the first. I don't know.
Yeah, was it you and Kaiji?
I have to pee.
So you see Arden, and
Arden, how long have you been
just
awake?
start hearing the slow drip of that suddenly gets a little bit stronger, and then your conversation kind of comes to an abrupt end with that.
And anyway, that's how you fry a cactus plant.
Wait, how do you
What?
fry a cactus plant? Sounds interesting.
Over the fire.
Oh, well, yeah, that doesn't sound complicated. Okay.
Anyway,
How was your watch? Was it good? Yes.
yeah, absolutely nothing happened.
Oh.
Quite normal.
Same.
Nothing at all unusual.
We didn't see anything. There was some birds.
Okay.
There was a bird.
I didn't see much because I can't see in the dark, but I heard birds.
I can see in the dark.
I can see in the dark too.
Well, this is.
Oh, Arden! Alton! Arden, you're the old man.
I know, we
Alton,
always
you're the
get mixed
tiefling.
up.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember, I just made myself look like Arden yesterday. I definitely am not Arden.
Okay,
Although, I'll do it. I'll
I'm
do
a
it again
saw.
one last time just to make sure I still.
I did
can.
like the voice that you did. Let's try it again.
Well, I want to see if I still have this ability. So, okay, so I'm masking many faces again as Arden.
Yep. So you've got an exact replica.
good
of Arden.
morning! I need to pee. This is more confusing than
it's
ever.
so uncanny.
You go to pee and it's just a perfect stream.
You're not doing it right.
I dropped it quickly. I dropped that quickly. I was like, man, sorry, I don't think I can be Arden. It's just too weird.
So, I think I feel like slapping you more when you're Arden.
I think I feel like slapping myself when I'm Arden too, honestly.
I don't. I feel fine. I quite like my look, my beard, and everything. It's nice.
Have you tried slapping yourself?
Let me try. No, that didn't work.
Dang it, I was hoping you were just gonna slap
Do you want
as
me to
Arden.
try?
No, thank you.
I slap him.
Oh,
So Tristan bolts up when he hears the sound of slapping. And just,
oh, Tristan. Hello. How are you?
Calm down, just, slapping among friends.
It's a good
Kaiju's
way
going to
to
say, "This is a good
wake up.
idea," and slap Arden as well.
I don't really like this game. Can we try something else?
Yes, we can try getting up and, start heading off for the day.
Let's do that, yes.
Okay, are we still heading toward that dig site then?
Yes. We were going to head towards the dig site because it's on the way back, so...
Tristan, how did you sleep?
that was probably some of the best sleep that I've had all night, to be honest with you.
I'm
good.
sure it was the best sleep you had all night because,
It's been a long time since I've slept well. I'm still trying to get my words. It's been a long time since I've actually held a conversation with anyone besides yesterday.
it's understood. I'm just, having fun with you, trying to help lighten the mood a bit.
Oh, I could notice your shoes are blue suede. That's interesting.
Are my shoes blue?
No.
It's possible you don't have shoes.
I looked down at my bare feet that are just cracked and
Arden,
right over from bleeding.
It was a bad joke.
I slap Arden. Wake up.
So you sound like Elvis. So
Please just stop
blue
slapping
suede shoes.
people. That just traumatizes me. I apologize. It's just a little much for me.
Yes,
this
for
time.
Tristan's sake.
Do you want
Let's
to try it
please
yourself,
stop the
Tristan?
slapping.
No,
I wonder
I'm,
that might help you
Nope.
kind of get over it.
nope. I'm all set.
You need some water?
I'm all set.
No water?
Mr. Tristan, are you going to be joining us going to the temple dig site, or are you on your way to the oasis?
Well, it's kind of a long way back to the oasis. I don't really have any equipment to make the journey. I don't even have a water skin or shoes, and I'm walking through hot sand here. It's probably not the best for me to hoof it on foot myself. So I reckon if it'd be nice if I could tag along with all y'all.
Yes, of course. More friends.
And we can probably find you some sort of supplies on the way.
Yeah,
Did we not
good
buy
with
him
that.
anything when we were at the...
we didn't
Merchant?
get any
You really
supplies
didn't
for
have
him.
time. to
I
do
was given a
anything.
change of clothes.
Yeah.
It was not included shoes, so I assume I'm barefoot.
You can hold on to this for now, and I just hand you a short sword.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully you don't need it, but just in case.
So you guys get ready to head out for the day. You get packed up, and you begin making your journey. You travel probably another day or so, and you get to that point that you would break off to the east to head towards the dig site. And what's the marching order here?
I'm in the middle.
I'm going to be up front, obviously, because I'm the desert goer.
Okay.
I'll bring up the rear.
I'll be behind Reyna.
May I borrow a pen?
You can just say
I'll probably
Share
be
2 by 2.
walking next to Kaiji.
Well, ish. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so it's Rainer, Sharu, and Asar.
And I'm in the middle.
Stuck in
Or Arden.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious. Why'd you guys all pick your names?
It's
I
the
wonder
first
that every
campaign.
time.
And then
That's what happens when
then I
Is
can
that
just do burning
Tristan
candles.
and Kaiji.
Yeah. Alton just
What happens when
has
five
enough.
people make characters all apart from each other?
burning hands.
and then
Yeah, we didn't really.
excellent.
We didn't end up with 3 clerics.
So Rainer,
That's
I
true.
want you to make a
I thought
perception check for me.
Yeah.
Do so with advantage too.
Yeah. I get advantage because it's anyway, because it's a
Sand.
Favorite
sand,
terrain
a
or
desert
something.
thing.
Desert.
20.
Okay. So as you are approaching this this offshoot in the trail, you notice something that's shining a little bit in the sand, kind of around the center. And go ahead and make a survival check for me at the same time, also with advantage.
19.
Okay. So as you're approaching this, this glint that you see, you notice tracks all around. It looks like a battle of some sort happened here. And you notice the tracks of what looks to be some sort of beast-like creature, as well as the smaller tracks of what you've come to know as goblins. Then you see the tracks of beetles, as well as just various humanoids.
Okay. I'm going to look at the tracks and get a gauge on the size of the group and the direction and such as I get that information.
So this one, based on the goblin tracks you find, you know that there's probably around six goblins, and then the two beast creatures. Those there's two. It looks like of them.
Okay.
And then for the other group, you notice that there are 4 sets of what look to be human or human-like tracks. 5 sets, actually. And then 1 set of what look to be like a dragonborn type.
Okay, so do I have a gauge on the direction that these tracks are in, or does it just seem like there was a battle
There's
right
a
around
battle
here?
right around here,
Okay.
and it does look like the tracks are leading east.
Okay. So shit has gone down in this area quite recently. There are
Arden will check his shoes.
probably some sort of creatures that look like they might still be nearby, but they headed east.
I guess time frame here. Your ability lets you kind of know
Yeah, I would
time
know.
as well.
Yeah,
It's probably been a day.
a day. Okay.
Is there like blood in the sand too, or just all the tracks?
With that roll, you would find like some spatters of blood, but you don't see like enough blood to make it look like someone died.
And because there's no bodies around. There's nothing. Do all the tracks go off in the same direction?
Well, and most of these tracks are only the goblins and the beasts. The other ones just kind of disappear.
Doesn't make any sense. There should be.
Well, if this just happened a day ago, this isn't the same attack at the dig site
No.
that I hit. That was over a week ago, right? At this point, so
Probably
Well,
close to
I
2-3
would say my
weeks.
one worry is because there is a set of dragonborn tracks here that it's quite possible our friend Tethys and them may have gotten into a bit of a scuffle on the way back.
Do you think we're in danger right now?
Right now we are not in danger. I would like to try and follow these tracks at least to find out where they go. I am a bit unnerved by the fact that I don't see any bodies yet. Some of the tracks do not continue heading eastward, but I do believe that. That's kind of the direction we're heading. If I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so
I think you may have
might as
missed one thing that I mentioned. You saw something shiny in the ground.
I reach down and grab shiny thing in the
Oh,
ground.
Careful.
And
No,
it's
wait. I retract that statement.
Do you want me to?
Shiny thing.
I love how paranoid you are.
Do you want me to?
Actually, no.
When have I
'cause
ever laid a trap for you?
I
Chill now.
I could,
Besides every
I could
time?
grab it with my mage hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
We keep forgetting about our mage hands.
Okay.
Good idea. Excellent idea. I'm going to stand like 10 feet, 10, 15 feet back. Shiny thing in the sand. Use your magic mage hand.
I'm not super familiar with this either, so I'm not going to actually get that far away. I'm probably only standing like 3 feet away when I do this.
Okay.
Unless you're catching me, but
You might want to back up
okay,
just a
alright.
bit.
I'll do that.
Couple steps.
My bad. That was all on me.
What's Devin doing?
So you grab this with the mage hand,
It's my
and
fault I put the screws in
as you do, nothing happens. So you grab this,
It's like,
and
what are we so afraid of?
you see that it looks to be like an amulet of some sort. And upon closer inspection, go ahead and make a religion check.
Me? Mm-hmm. My religion should be like a -10, but it's not. But, it was a 4 anyways.
So, what do I
man.
know? Total?
I wanted to give you a
No,
guidance.
it was a total of 4.
Okay. So as you look at this, you're not 100% sure what it is. To you, it just looks like an amulet. But it's got just what you see is essentially it's a circle. And
Freaky
along
circle.
the outer edge of it has writing in Draconic. And the center is kind of like a half moon where about half of it is kind of hollowed out, where you can see through it. And then the other part is essentially, all metal. It looks to be silver of some sort. And there is a candle and a cup. And that is what you see.
A candle and a cup on the amulet.
Like embossed on the amulet.
Does it appear at all to match the amulet I'd be familiar with? Or,
No.
Okay. Didn't think so.
What did you find, Alton?
I don't know. What does this look like to you, Arden? Is this some kind of
take a look
magical
and
thing?
see if I
You can roll a
determine
religion check, or you can
anything.
have Sharu do it.
That's right, Sharu.
Yes, I would not mind looking at it.
Seems to have that language on it.
If it's one of them amulet things, I mean, we've got like what 3 or 4 clerics around here. Maybe one of them might be.
I
able to,
can read Draconic.
We're both the same on religion, but it's just whether or not you need to be proficient.
Yeah. It's totally up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Because he's proficient, I'm not. So, but other than that, we're the same. So I'll just do it. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Didn't work.
It's 10.
Oh
10?
man, I forgot to give you guidance.
Yeah.
So you know enough about what this is. You know that it's the symbol of Amanji.
This is the symbol of. What is the name? Amanji comes to mind.
Okay, but that does not bode well
Is that
because
from what's her name?
I'm about 100% sure that Shilkosh said that she was a cleric of Amanji.
Oh,
She
yes.
did. Yep.
So
And that
Well,
was
the half moon. Yeah, peace and twilight.
of peace and yes.
yeah, so
That's not bad, right? She was nice.
she was nice, which would be a pity to lose her in the sands, especially to these horrible green creatures.
Didn't think of that. Yes.
So I say we try and follow these tracks as quickly as we can at this point.
Do you remember if she was wearing something like this?
I do apologize that we might.
Do we think
need
it's hers? We don't know.
to
Okay.
Tristan, we're gonna kind of need to speed it up a little bit.
So we following? What are we doing?
Yes,
I can manage.
immediately. I think this is of the utmost importance.
Right.
They were very helpful in getting us down to
It's
the
true.
mine. So
Yes. Let's help. Sharu, be my shield. Okay, of course. I would love to.
However, I am the man, sir.
Yes, your servant. I will be forever.
I will distract him with the magical sand.
With the magic sand. I love how he has it in his inventory as Arden's magic sand. It's great.
I've been meaning to talk to you about this.
Yeah. Would you mind telling me
Okay. So
where you got the idea for the magic sand?
as you guys kind of clear up and pick up your pace, heading eastward, we're going to end the session there and pick up with what happens next time. Thanks for listening.
You have been listening to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Produced, recorded, and mixed by SF Shields. Executive produced by the RollFare team. Copyright 2021 by RollFare LLC. All rights reserved. Visit us online at rollfare.com.